Hi, everyone. Welcome to Social Intercourse. I am by myself again tonight. If you keep up with Vicky's IRL, her new show that she just started, her little segment, it's like mini vlogs, you would know that she's traveling to Korea. So she's busy packing and all the frantic stuff she needs to get done. And Rangie will be joining us again soon. She's still on hiatus, um, but she'll be back. She's not gone. So it's just me. Yay. I am going to be having a drink, non alcoholic, and that was loud. And I'm just going to do a quick show again today because we all know I don't like rambling on by myself in front of a camera. I'll ramble to myself, just to myself, but not on camera. What I was thinking of doing today was, this is right next to the mic. Can you guys hear that? It's ASMR. Yeah, what I was thinking of doing is answering some of Google's most asked questions about how often, because I am on day 3 of not washing my hair. I usually go about 3 days. Sometimes I can stretch it to 4 days without washing my hair. I will be washing my hair tonight because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And I don't want my doctor to get, offended because my hair is a little dirty. I do have dry shampoo, but it doesn't always work. So that made me think about how often should we be doing things? How often should we be washing our hair? So I'm gonna answer. Where did I put? Here we go. I'm gonna pull up the questions. So I put in how often. Here's what the internet wants to know. So I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'm not gonna read through all of them. I'm just gonna pick out the ones that I thought was interesting. Like how often should you wash your hair? So, I went through all the Google stuff. I looked at all the different research or experts and hair people and stuff. And basically, it's whenever you want. Whenever you feel your hair is oily or dirty, and um, you can never wash it. Well, no, you can wash it too much. They do say you can wash it every day, but you can run the risk of getting too dry, an unhealthy scalp, an irritated scalp. So, the good rule of thumb, a lot of hair people say, is that if you have thin, fine hair, it's every 2 days or so, 1 to 2 days. If you have thicker hair, it doesn't tend to get oily as fast. So you can go anywhere from 3 days to a week. I had thicker hair, so I used to be able to go longer. But when I was younger, I washed my hair more often. I washed it every day, every other day. But as I'm getting older, I'm pushing it because I'm realizing I want to keep my hair and my scalp healthier, but it gets dirty faster. So, yeah, they did say, like, I read this somewhere a long time ago, and I saw it again in my research, that if you go too long, like over 2 weeks, I think it was, of not washing your hair, and it depends on everyone's hair. Everyone has different hair follicles, scalp, and all that stuff. But if you go too long, you can develop like this yeast fungus type thing on your scalp. So you don't want that. So we want to wash our hair before it gets to that point. And on to the next one. I thought, how often should you poop? I thought it was a good one. I think a lot of people ask that. Poop is such an interesting topic. I talked about poop before on 2OF Classics. And, again, that one too, it depends on you as a person. So if you're used to not pooping every day and you poop like, 3 times a week, 3 times a week. Yeah. Then if that's normal for you, and as long as you're not feeling uncomfortable, or when you go, you're not feeling like you're straining, then that's normal for you. And that's how often you go. But if you are straining or your poop doesn't seem healthy or if you're in pain, then that's not normal. And you should try to add more fiber into your diet and to go more often and have healthier poops. So they say it's more what your poop is like than how often you go. So you could go multiple times a day and that's normal for you, and you could go multiple times a day and that's not normal. There could be issues there too, like IBS, which, what is IBS? It's when they can't figure out what it is, so they just label it IBS. But there's always some sort of reason for why you're going too often, too. So, yeah, that's how often you should poop. Whatever's normal for you without feeling uncomfortable or without your poop looking bad, not healthy, like pebbles. If your shit looks like rabbit shit, well, no, if that's normal for you too, and you're not straining, then that's normal for you. I read that in a medical journal, so I'm not making that up. What's next? How often should you bathe your dog? So this, I'm guilty of bathing my dogs too often in the past. Um, there was, I used to work for a family that had, my boss had multiple, like 8+ dogs. So, and they ran around, they played outside all day long, and I think we bathed them once a week. I loved bathing them. I would bathe them once a week. And that might have been too often because they're short-haired, short coat dogs. Is that what they're called? Short-haired dogs. And so they say that if they're short-haired dogs, you should go about 1 month to 2 to 3 months of giving them a bath. And I thought that's too long. Now that's maybe more for indoor dogs that aren't outdoors all the time. If they're outdoors and they're getting dirty and they're getting built up, then yeah, you wash them more often. My indoor dogs, my little ones, because they were small and they were white-haired dogs, they would get dirty pretty easily. So I would bathe them once every 2 weeks. And even then, I was like, they're getting a little ripe there. So but I always also used dog wipes and wet wipes and would give them a nice wipe every time they go out for a walk or get outside to potty. I'm a little obsessive with that. And my dog right now, she's bigger, she's taller, but she doesn't seem to get as dirty as fast. Her coat doesn't, um, I don't know. She smells like a hound, which I like, but it's not dirty, it's not gross. There's just this like hound smell I like. She's not a hound dog though. But she doesn't seem to have to get a bath as often. And she's also really hard to bathe. So I try to bathe her once a month, but it doesn't always happen. So I will go once every 2 months, um, and try to brush her more. She's a maniac. We're working on it. Actually, do I tell everyone this? We have a new host and a new show coming on to TOF. So if you have any dog questions, hint, hint, you save up all your dog questions for that show. And okay, on to the next. But oh yeah, so the experts were saying every 4 to 6 weeks is a good rule of thumb to wash your dogs because you don't want them to get irritated skin or scalps or whatever it is, skin. And yeah, you don't want to wash them too often. Next one. Let's go on to the next slide. How often should you clean your litter box or change your litter box? I did not realize that was like the number one question that Google wants to know, that people go to Google and search. The internet wants to know how often should you clean your litter box. So they were saying, the experts, again, the cat experts, the litter box experts, I read. Now, when I say research, I probably read about 3 or 4 articles and come to a conclusion. And my conclusion was that it really depends on the type of litter you use. You should daily clean up the clumps if you're using a clumping litter. Whenever they go to the bathroom, clean it up daily. and then change out the litter box, they say, every 2 to 4 weeks. But if you have multiple cats using the litter box, you're going to want to do it more often. So every week to 2 weeks, depending on. And it depends on your cat's habits. How often do they go? And again, what type of litter do you use? So, my sister has 2 cats, and I believe she changes the litter box completely once a week. Or maybe it's once every 2 weeks. I'm going to have to ask her, but I think it's once a week she does it. Her kitten goes often. Yeah, the little one goes quite often, so she changes it often. And let me see what's on the bottom here. Hey, go away. I didn't do those. We're going to move on to the next one. Oh, dryer vents. How often should you clean your dryer vents? Where did I put that answer? That is, you should clean your dryer vent at least once a year. I don't think I've cleaned my dryer vent in 2023 or ever since I moved here. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go clean my dryer vent this weekend. So once a year, at least once a year, clean out your dryer vents. And if you have more people in your family, if you have pets, at least every 6 months. Okay, I'm gonna be on top of that. What happens if you don't? Oh, fire hazard. Ooh, yeah, okay. I gotta clean out my dryer vents. Maybe I do. Maybe someone in my family does. Okay. So everyone, clean your dryer vents. Fire hazard. Oh, this is the same one. How often should you shower is on there. That I don't. How often should you shower? I would think that's up to the person again. It's always going to say up to the person. How often should you shower? Yeah, it says it depends. Oh, okay. Here's something that says the typical American showers daily, but many people in other parts of the world will shower every other day to every 2 to 3 days. Okay, because again, it depends on your skin and how irritated and just where you are in the world. But most US Americans typically every day, daily. Yeah, I don't wash my hair every day, but I do shower daily. There are times where I'm showering and I'm like, oh, I really want to wash my hair, but I don't keep myself from washing my hair. I have those shower cap things. I wear the shower caps. Um, Next, let's go. When should I? Oh, I like this one. I didn't like all of them because, whatever. Do your taxes before they're due. Um, Easy. When should I take magnesium? I like that one because I take magnesium and I always forget when I should take my magnesium. Well, I know for me specifically, because there's many different types of magnesium. So depending on the type of magnesium, it's going to change when it's recommended to take it. So I take magnesium glycinate, and magnesium glycinate helps with insomnia, anxiety, depression, and all that fun stuff. So it's recommended to take magnesium glycinate 30 minutes before you go to bed. When I can remember, I do. And when I don't remember, I don't sleep as well, I guess. I still sleep. Well, yeah. My sleep pattern's gotten better. But yes, I have been remembering to take my magnesium glycinate at night lately. And now, if you're taking magnesium citrate is more for when you're lacking magnesium, I believe, in your body. And has laxative effects. So they say you want to take magnesium citrate, especially with food, because it can be harsh on your digestive system, I believe. And take it in the morning is what they say to take it. And then there's many other types of magnesium. I think there's magnesium like oxide, magnesium something else. There's a lot. So I can only tell you about those two. And then, I guess that's it. That's it for today. Show done. I'm done. It's late. If you guys want to know more about how often or when you should, let me know. Write them in. We can do this more often. But I'm done for today. I hope that was helpful because I'm such an expert because I can look things up on Google and read it. Yeah. And we'll come up with another thrilling episode next week. So have a great week. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, I have to press end recording.